Alright, hello. So today I'm going to be showing off the MHA Spark add-on for Lootcraft 1.12.2, as you can see in this corner. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, you can't. But yeah. So let me show off the suits first. Some of the stuff isn't suits, they're mainly just for the quirks. So I'm just gonna show off a few of the suits without the quirk accessories, like to help out with stuff, like with certain quirks abilities and stuff. Alright, so this is the UA uniform, the UA sports uniform, as you can see. This is the male version, there's also a female version. This is Captain Celebrity. I don't know if, yeah, he hasn't appeared in the anime yet, but he appears in the Vigilantes manga, so, this is Bakugo's, obviously. Or Lord Explosion. Then we move on to All Might. Not a lot of the quirk suits are like in here, like Todoroki's is in here. A few others aren't in here. So yeah, this is All Might, Bronze Age, Silver Age. The capes don't come with it. You have to put the capes on with the Lootcraft capes, obviously. This is his Prime, or Golden Age, I guess you could say. Then we move on to Deku. Here's his first suit. It looks kind of stupid with my overlay hair, but yeah, you can put the mask on. Then we got his beta uniform with obviously the mask, but this one's not really as, like, it doesn't look, it looks okay, but it's kind of bland, you know. Then we got his gamma suit, which is this one. And the most recent version, the Vigilante arc. This is part of it, but I like to use this one. I'll show you guys why later. But yeah, I like to use this. I like to use the rough gamma with the rough suit. I'll show you in a second here. Let me just put these back in here. I'll leave the rough suit out, since I'm gonna be showing you something anyways. Okay. Yeah. Let me just take these out. These I'll show in a second. Well, not in a second, but, you know, I'll show them once I get to the quirk that they are mainly used for. So this one is Flight. This is Captain Celebrities. Here's all the powers that you can get. You obviously get them as you level up, but I'm just going to set my power to max. And that's how you do it. Then you can activate Flight like this. He gains a boost and stuff. This is how you activate his Flight with the X move. Obviously, you have to activate your barrier. Then let me move away from the chest. You can do a ground strike, which is that. And then if you're playing with friends, you can spread your barrier, and it does that basically. You can also do it with mobs and enemies, but you know. All right, let's move on. Warp Gate. Warp Gate is Kurogiri's quirk, so you can teleport around. You can go to different dimensions. And you can go to a warp body form, which gives you the ability to warp flight. Well, warping flight. So that's basically Kurogiri's quirk. Then we move on to engine, steel, hardening, gigantic. Yeah. Engine. Here's engine. It gives you like little things on engines on your feet. There's the engine kick, as you can see. Ooh. Then you get the reciprocal burst and reciprocal extend, which I'm going to show extend first, which is that. And then once you turn on the reciprocal burst, it turns the little bottoms blue and gives you particles and makes you go faster. You get faster as you level up with the quirk. I'm pretty sure that's what they said. I can't really remember, but I believe so. Alright, after a bit it turns off. Oh wait, hold on, I better get over to my... Okay, now we're going to move on to steel. Steel is a unique one, mainly because I didn't grab these beforehand, but you need to consume iron ingots. Like this. To fuel your power. See, steel skin, eat iron. I can't activate my quirk until I eat a certain number of them. So let me do that real quick. I don't know how much it is that I have to eat to gain my abilities. I'm not really sure. I don't really know if it's working or not. I know it's eating the iron, but I don't know if it's really doing anything. So hang on. Let me try and eat. I don't know if it's going to give me my abilities or not, but if it doesn't, then I guess you're just gonna have to try this out for yourself. Because once I'm out of ingots, I'm moving on to a different power. Shut up, sheep. Alright, yeah, I'm almost out of ingots, and I still haven't gained any power. So, I don't know, man. I don't really know how this one works anymore. Okay, we're moving on to hardening. Hardening is Kirishima's. You can't really see it on here. You can kinda see it right here, but he has red counter, red tackle, and red smash. Fine. Let me go over to sheep. We'll try out red counter first. Now we'll do red tackle and red smash.
Narrator narrates all.
And then we'll go unbreakable, which gives us even more of a dominant thing, but it doesn't last as long as regular harden. But it increases our defense. As you can see right here, I have that many, and then once I turn it on, I have that many. Alright, now let me show off gigantification. This is Mountain Lady's quirk. You basically just grow. And then there's the giant stomp, reaching punch, and giant tackle, which let's try out the giant punch first. Okay. Oop. Giant stomp, and then giant tackle. Oh, it breaks blocks, huh? I did not know that. Well, if you need to like break a large amount of blocks and you have this quirk, well, good. There you go. You have a way to break a lot of blocks with that quirk. With the tackle move. Let's move on to Ice, Flame, and Permeation. Ice is basically just you get Flash Freeze Fist, Glacier Freeze Attack. Let me show you the Fist attack first. Hang on. I should. It basically just freezes them. Then let me show you the Glacier Freeze. It does that. It creates ice blocks. Oh, oops. Why isn't it turning off? Oh. Then you get the Frost Wall, which you just aim at the ground, and it creates a. You aim at the ground, and it creates like a wall. Then you get the Ice Slide.
Narrator narrates all. Narrator off.
Which is basically this. Oh yeah, if you shift, it will get rid of some of your ice. like if you're on top of it. So I can't really get rid of that yet. And then the last move is Ice Shield, which is basically that. Makes a cool sound. Then let's move on to Flame. Alright, so Flame, as you can see, the arms change. You get the Flash Fire Fist, which I'm assuming just lights things on fire. Yeah, okay. So then we can move on to Flamethrower, which is a pretty self-explanatory move. Shoots fire. Then we have the Jet Burn, which I don't know what that just did. Hold on, let me... Yeah, I don't know why I'm not seeing Jet Burn, but I'm not. So let me just get rid of this fire real quick, or this ice, I mean. Since I can do this now with Jet Burn. Even though I can't really see it, I can still get rid of stuff. Alright. Flash, or Jet Burn is pretty good at getting rid of the ice. Then you get Wall of Flames. And last but not least, Flame Burst, which lets you fly. And then we'll move on to Permeation. This is Mirio's quirk. As you can see, it lets me permeate, you know. Yeah, it lets me permeate, and it's good for travel. It's not really unique. Oh yeah, I can do a fist attack, which bumps me up into the air and lets me hit. It's called Power Punch. You have to be fully permeated though. And then there's Combat Permeation, which lets you just not sink into the ground. Alright, let's move on. Alright, so there's quite a bit. There's Pump Up, Overclock, Chimera, Weather Manipulation, Half Hot, Half Cold, Explosion, and Cluster Explosion. Let's go with Pump Up. So then this is Muscular's quirk. With the arms on, you get Bull Smash. Then you also get Boulder Throw and Dino Buster. With the legs on, you get a Jump Boost, and you get Raptor Rush. With the torso on, it just increases your defense. With all of it on, you look like this. It looks kind of silly, to be honest. But, you know, they can only do so much. Then we're moving on to Overclock. Overclock lets you slow down time. Yeah, it lets you slow down time. So, like, see, this pig isn't moving. You can also do instant 4 punches, instant 8 punches. You can climb things.
Narrates all. Narrator off.
Then you also have the high crawler, which basically increases your movement and stuff. I think that's it for Overclock. And then we have Chimera, which turns you into this and gives you Chimera Ground Strike, Chimera Dash, Chimera Breath, which is similar to the flamethrowing move of fire. Then you also get the Kaiju form, which makes you bigger and gives you Kaiju Beam. Doesn't really do any damage to like structures and stuff. So it's a good I don't know when it'll go away. There we go. So yeah, it gives you, does some, alright. Now, as you can see, I'm still kind of tall. That's a side effect of the Chimera Quirk. Well, not a side effect. It's something. If you get rid of the Chimera Quirk after using it, it keeps you as like big and tall. This is weapon manipulation. You need to, if you have Nine's respirator on, it reduces the cooldowns. Or, well, I should say it's less straining on your body to use the quirks, but mainly it just makes it less cooldowns. So yeah, there's lightning strike, multi strike, chain lightning strikes, and there's chain multi strike, which hurts you. Now if I take it off, it I guess having it on doesn't really affect the quirk, I guess. I don't know. Alright, then we got half hot, half cold, which is basically just the fire and ice sides, and then you also get this unique ability called activate both sides, which activates both sides. And you can do a controlled flash, freeze, heat wave, a freezing firestorm, flash, freeze, heat wave again, but this is the uncontrolled version, so it hurts you. Then you can also do flash, freeze, heat burst, which lets you fly. So yeah, that's it for half hot, half cold. Let's move on to explosion. So explosion has the Grenader braces, which unlocks a move, as you can see over here. As I take them off and put them on, it gives you a move. I think it's called Explosive Tremor. I'm not sure though. Don't quote me on that. Yes, it is. Okay. You just get the regular explosion, big explosion. You get AP shot, which is that. Then you get explosive speed, which if you spam the move, it's basically just like your flight, like Bakugo uses the explosion quirk to move around. Then there's the explosive tremor. You get stun grenade, which is stuns things. Then you got the howitzer impact. When you run into things, yeah, it does that. It creates a big explosion and a lot of sound. I'm not sure why a lot of the particles aren't showing up for me. But yeah, once you get to half a heart with explosion, you get cluster explosion, which is basically just a stronger version of explosion. So since I already showed off explosion, I'm not going to really show off cluster explosion, since it's just basically a stronger variation of explosion. Alright, let's move on to the one for all quirks. You can start out with the okay, I messed up. Let me reset my power back to 1. I should probably do alright, there we go. Now let me go in creative and re-grab out the bronze variation. Here we go. So you start out with bronze version, you know. It's not as strong as prime, but it's still pretty decent in strength. You obviously get the buff form with it, but you can also use a smash without it. Then once you get to level 40 with bronze, you get to silver. And with silver, you can use all of these moves well in base form, but you also get the buff form. which gives you full armor. So it's recommended to fight in the buff form. Then you get the Prime at level 40 with Silver Age. So then you get the buff body again. But this time, when you're in the Prime, you can't use any moves in base form. You have to be in buff form to use them. Let me do a demonstration of a move. I'll show you the Mighty Leap. Basically, it's just no leaping. You can do it while in the air too, to get around quicker. Then I'll show you one smash, California Smash, because I'm going to be showing you quite a bit of stuff with the Deku version. Then, once you get half a heart with the Prime version, you get the Embers version, which you only have a limited time in the buff form. And when you activate the last Embers, you can use United States Smash. Which makes it so you can't really use your buff form anymore until it recharges. So yeah, that's it for All Might One for All. And let me show you Deku's One for All. Now, Deku's One for All is unique because when you use the moves at level like 1 without full howling on, like you see it's 100% smash, 100% jump. When I jump, my leg gets broken, and I'm probably gonna die. No I won't. I can land in this water. Okay, so yeah, be careful with that. If you jump upwards, make sure there's water nearby, because if you don't, you're gonna die. You don't get any resistance. And then let me show you the arm smash. Yeah, it breaks your arm. The only way to combat this is either to get the full cowling ability or use the full gauntlet or mid gauntlet. So the full gauntlet protects your arm from being broken. It also heals your arm, apparently. So yeah, see, my arm is perfectly fine. Although the durability is better with the full gauntlet than it is with the mid gauntlets. The mid gauntlets lose durability quite a bit faster than the full gauntlet. But yeah, keeps your limbs stable. So yeah. Now, when you get, let me show you Air Force. You have to have the Air Force gloves on to use Air Force. So, and you need to be in like 8% to get the Air Force Delaware Smash, which as you can see is just a spammable version. Also, you need to charge when using Full Cowl, or you lose it. So yeah, this is basically just a spammable smash. Then you crouch to get out of the full cowling state. Now, the air mid force gauntlets basically just give you air force and stabilize your limbs. These were the gauntlets that Deku uses when he's in his vigilante stage, as you can see. Well, it's okay looking right now, but I prefer to use the rough gamma without the arm thingies on it so that it looks better. But yeah, so when you go into full cowling and you're like below level 30 and you try and use 100%, it basically kills you. So don't use 100% if you're under level 30. Oh yeah, it also breaks your bones if you don't have these on. It breaks your bones. Also, don't worry about this. We're gonna worry about that in a second. So then let me show you what happens after you get to level 30. As you can see, once you're level 30, you get 45% and 65% at some point. But once you go 100%, sure, it's still oh, okay, so I was lied to. 30 does not stabilize your body, even though it gives you strong body here. So if you go to level 40, I'm just gonna give myself 40. You should be able to go 100% without damaging yourself. It kind of looks dumb with that mask, but yeah, you can go to level. You can go to full cowl 100% with at level 40. And then there's the United States and World Smash, which is that. Basically, I jumped so you didn't really get to see the full effect, but you know. Then, once you reach certain, you get your first Vestige quirk at 13. Then you get the next one at 22, next one at 24, the next one at 26, and the last one at 27. Also, I'm pretty sure strong body refers to this. Yeah, it refers to the regular 100%. And I died. I don't remember where my stuff is, but yeah, it's more referring to the regular 100%, not the um, not the full cowling 100%. It doesn't protect your bones at 100% full cowling. It only protects you at level 40. When you're level 40, the full cowling 100% only doesn't kill you at level 40. Level 30, you can use these moves. I don't know if that's true, so don't really quote me on that. I didn't really test it, so but yeah, so let me show off the quirks. Here's smokes. Why isn't smokes? Oh, well, when you crouch with the toggle quirks on, it gives you a smoke screen effect. Then here's black whipped. Then here's float, which you can use with black whip to get around easier. And then there's Fajian. Fajian basically increases how fast you run. But it also gives you a unique ability if you go to 45%, right, of full cowling, and you activate Fajin as soon as it's finished. Okay, it gives you Fox 100% Manchester Smash.
Narrator narrates all.
Which I'll show you in a second. I have to wait for Fajin to be off cooldown. Alright, now let me just show you it. Oh, it's on cooldown as well. Okay, let me show you it without running. It's that. Does that, basically. So, yeah. That's basically everything I wanted to show you. The full cowling give you different moves and stuff. At 8%, you get like a leg move, but that's like the only percentage that you get a leg move at. So that's really all I wanted to show. So I will leave the download to the add-on and the Discord of where this add-on the Discord for this add-on in the description. And if you want to try it out yourself, I really recommend you try it because it is a really fun add-on, especially during survival worlds or just messing around with your friends and fighting and stuff. So I really recommend this add-on. Alright, well, that's all I really wanted to say and show off, so have fun with it. I'll see you when I figure out whatever I'm going to do next. Bye. Okay, so when I was editing and stuff, I forgot that I didn't show these off. These are basically the weights. The higher your quirk level, well, these are mainly used for the one for all, but the higher your quirk level, the more XP you get with these on. You get more XP with these on than without them on. And then I forgot to demonstrate this. This is the Quirk awakening device that you make in survival to get a random quirk. But if you're level 40, you can select your own quirk, or you can just awaken a random quirk, which I'll do right now. And I got pumped up, but the some of them are extremely rare to get, like Deku's One for All or just All Might's One for All. So yeah, I just forgot to show these off, which I'm sorry about. I know I was gonna say that. I know I said that I was going to show them off, but I forgot. So I'm gonna re-edit this part in uh, at the end to show off, or well, to explain the weights and the Quirk awakening device. Alright, that's all I really wanted to say. Alright, remember to check the description for the add-on and like a link to the add-on and the add-on's Discord. Alright, see you later once I figure out whatever I'm going to do next time. What if you would like to see me try a mod that you know of, maybe comment it in the description or in the comments, and I'll try out as many as I can. So if you want me to try out a mod, just put it in the comments and I'll try it out.